Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Motivating Monday. This episode's encouraging or motivating hymn is I Know Who Holds Tomorrow. Composed and written by Ira F. Stanphil, this beautiful hymn always serves as a reminder to me that God knows everything and will take care of His people, and so there's no need to worry about anything that is to come. Let's now take a look at each stanza. The first line reads, I don't know about tomorrow. I just live from day to day. This strikes me deeply, as I often find myself thinking about events that are going to happen, which causes me to worry and overthink. What could possibly allow one to say this? Now, the live from day to day here does not mean the typical carefree, wild, partying life that people often associate this phrase with. It just means to live every day as it is, not overly concerned with the future. The next line says, I don't borrow from its sunshine, for its skies may turn to grey. What I understand from this line is that the writer does not spend the day brooding over negative thoughts, taking the space of positive things, hence only borrowing from the day's sunshine, borrowing from the day's happy moments, and taking only a small amount of these happy moments and holding it onto for just a short amount of time. Because by living positively, can he then overcome the grey skies that come in the day? The next two lines read, I don't worry all the future, for I know what Jesus said. And today I'll walk beside him, for he knows what is ahead. This is referencing Matthew 6, verse 25 to 34, when Jesus was preaching his Sermon on the Mount, and he told the people not to worry about anything, as if God takes care of even the birds and the lilies, how much more mankind, which he created in his own image. These few verses are something I find very comforting and motivating, knowing that God will take care of me in times of need and will help make sure that everything works out for me. And I'm sure this is what exactly gave the writer confidence, knowing that that God will take care of him so he can live from day to day, not worrying about the future. The second verse then talks about the joys of heaven, where there will be no pain or suffering. Just as Revelation 21 verse 4 points out, God will wipe every tear, and there will be no death, nor sorrow, nor crying, nor pain. This once again emphasizes the fact that we as Christians have no need to worry about the future. As long as we focus on living faithfully and according to His word, we will surely find rest in heaven. And that all that has happened in our earthly lives, all our suffering, will be irrelevant and nothing compared to the joys that we will have in heaven. The first part of stanza 3 once again talks about how the writer does not worry about tomorrow. Despite what he may suffer in the day, he finds strength in God by his side, and so he does not need to worry about the future. The next part then reads, and the path that be my portion may be through the flame of flood, but his presence go before me, and I'm covered with his blood. These two lines are a very great source of encouragement for me, as even though the path we take as Christians may be hard, and we may suffer persecution, but the writer expresses that the sacrifice of Jesus is enough to give him hope and strength to carry on this Christian journey. And truly, I agree with him. Christ's sacrifice is all we need to continue living, as it brings the hope of salvation and to be with God in heaven and freed from all suffering on this earth. The chorus then reads, many things about tomorrow I don't seem to understand, but I know who holds tomorrow, and I know who holds my hand. We will never know the future, and it is filled with uncertainty. But this line beautifully points out that despite the uncertainties of life, we can be certain that God will be by our side and has a plan for each and every one of us. And so there's nothing to worry about. We just have to keep putting our faith in Him, and He will guide us through life. The message of this hymn really resonates with me, and I'm sure many of you too. In our society nowadays, there's just so many things going on around us, especially in the current COVID-19 situation, and with all the new variants popping out. There's so many difficulties that we face in our life. This hymn just serves as a reminder to me that despite all these challenges, God is with us, and that with Him we can overcome anything, and trust that He will take care of us. This brings me to the end of this week's Motivating Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.